I think yoga people are weird. And they're real weird. Like, I gotta say, this is gonna sound really ignorant, so pardon me, but I'm like, you know, yoga people are really strange. They're always so happy, they must be lying. Hey, what's up? It's Halpern. Focus on building your audience, build a good product. I'm just filming everything. Come take a look. Now, the one thing that I want to stress here is the less they know about what you do, the more broad your message needs to be. The less they know, the more broad you go. Did you see how we did that with introducing Zippy courses, how to find profitable course ideas, how to make money? You see how that attracts a more broad audience? Now, I know how to make money is spammy or whatever, but you could see how it applies to more people. Now, at this point, people always say, like you said with the different landing pages, of what if I solve different problems? Do I need to make 5 different pages? And you don't, but you could make different launches about different groups of people. So maybe in January, you'll launch to the people who want to find an idea. Then maybe in March, you'll launch to the idea who want to make their idea profitable. You can tailor your launches around different problems that your product solves. And if you do this, this actually gives you the opportunity to sell your product or service more often because you're not sending the same message to the same people. You can actually create a different sales launch for every group of people and launch it more often because you're not saying the same things all the time. Does that make sense? This is how you find your hidden customers on your email list. This is how you find customers that you may not have realized that you've had before. Let me give an example here. I think yoga people are weird. And they're real weird. Like, I gotta say, this is gonna sound really ignorant, so pardon me, but I'm like, you know, yoga people are really strange. They're always so happy, they must be lying. Like, this is what I thought to myself. So when I have a friend telling me to do yoga, I would laugh at them. I'm never gonna do yoga. And if I stumbled on a headline like why forest yoga is better than vinyasa yoga for back pain, I'm going to say I'm not doing any type of yoga for back pain. This type of headline would appeal to someone who's already doing, let's say, vinyasa yoga and they're thinking about switching, an informed customer. But if you want to talk to someone like me, someone who doesn't like yoga, what do? Well, you might lead with something like how a morning stretch routine cured my back pain. Now you're taking yoga out of the headline to attract an ignorant person like me. And what's interesting is that here's an example of broadening the message again, right? If you want to reach out to people who just do vinyasa yoga to make them do forest yoga, that's fine. But how big is that market? How big is the morning stretch routine market? Now, what if there's people out there that don't even like stretching? What do? Well, for years I woke up with bad back pain, and now I do this one thing before I take a shower and it's gone. Now you don't even talk about stretching. Again, you're still talking to the problem, bad back pain, but you're broadening the message to see if you can reach a group of people that might be turned off by your original message. Turned out that I actually started doing yoga last year, and it was because someone told me it was going to get rid of my back pain, and then I show up and they roll out a yoga mat. I was like, I was tricked. But I was already there, so I did it anyway. But that's how you start to appeal to people who could be customers without actually scaring them off. By broadening the message, focusing on the problem, you're still talking to a specific group of people, the bad back pain people, but you're not mentioning yoga, you're not mentioning stretching, you're not doing anything that might scare them off as a way to broaden the message to the maximum amount of people.